We all know about the Israel-Iran conflict. I mean, no can say the Israel-Iran conflict. US for about joining. But in all of these things, so a camera question is the person abroad for no on person target on person kuno tinitin ye. And sani pa ye pesi kuno no unfortunately no His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Nipa ebimo person mu boni tro on person mu yen bibi boni ekuno. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. And I don't take my words for it. Fake on one person the prophet Nigel Gaisie in some of the Ababe Tuja. Now, yeah, that's already a prophet Nigel Gaisie. I could post a whole lot of things on the social media handle, the Facebook to be precise. I also say Mahama should be very careful. Yeah. The reason why Mahama should be very careful is that simple, because there are some people in term say by the end of this year papa no obewu. Mind you, last year we saw that plane crash. I see helicopter crash. Mama was supposed to be in that plane. Into the car trying to me kuno accident ko mama we accident that ama ne convoy no ebi mu kra wom. The same Mahama wa escape a year helicopter ni plane crash. So now, if you try car, you try your friend is saying plane is going to me and also no at the end of the day no obie ni chrome ha or time Mahama or best sorry so ko boni to ana so ko ekudita. The soldiers are active and protecting him. So if all of these places are blocked, what should we do as a people? And now Gaisie say I'm showing you be base. So let's put this on the screens for you to know exactly what he's saying. So this came from a Rainbow Radio. Or say, or not going to post it on Facebook, but then we want to read it from here. Or say, President Nigel Gaisie warns of murder plot against a high-profile figure, security breach at Jubilee House. Now, even though he did not mention His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, we know exactly the persona or occupy the Jubilee House. Yentie in Sema Oka or say popular and often controversial seer prophet Nigel Gaisie has released series of urgent prophetic alerts urging the nation to enter into a season of intense prayer. Taking to his official Facebook page, the leader of the Prophetic Hill Chapel expressed a heavy heart, claiming he has tried to remain silent, but the consistency of these visions have compelled him to speak. According to Nigel Gaisie, no, the abano na on person become one of frap ban penny for being your mokasa say, Papa no Jubilee House, no, a beam person boni to kuno. People want to murder him. So, Osha top word now, or say major security breach. But at the end of the day, I don't know say, if his message has not gone across or not. We don't know what really happened. And because of that, you know, or see intimi and shen. So because I and so a helicopter ever shift from a kufu into Beka, the person will be a munyan. Yinti or taking to his official Facebook page, the leader of the Prophetic Hill Chapel expressed a heavy heart, claiming he has tried to remain silent, but the consistency of these visions have compelled him to speak. The prophecies touch on sensitive areas of national life, including a high-profile security, the aviation sector, and religious leadership. So now Nigel Gaisie is telling us, say, there are places attack win and murder when it makoso. Number one, national life. It's a program being near the bit missing or two. It involves a high-profile security. Is it Mahama? Is it Vice President Jenana? Or say it also involves the aviation sector. Aviation, which means that the people may be planning, say, map plane and also no say, and also the religious leadership. A bimu e wokomu me asofo a omo bonpa say papa no onwu na nipa omashen come somebody president ombedi. Or say the most chilling of the 6-point statement involves a claim of a targeted assassination. And Nigel Gaisie, in some of the betuja, the amount for him to show mom say, let's take this man serious. A assassination of this particular high-profile person on Jubilee House, which we believe it is Mahama. Or say Gaisie warned that there is a sponsored murder being plotted against a very big person in the country. Once again, who is this person? Who is this person that Yitua Omukasa Omunko bo a particular person? In this case, on a particular person, no, yes, Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Who are those people? We want to know. Or say, he then turned his attention to assemblies of God. Are you listening to what is going on? He then turned his attention to the assemblies of God. But before they not say, while he did not name the individual, the gravity of the language used has already sparked discussions regarding the safety of political and social edits. He then turned his attention to the assemblies of God Church, urging the denomination to intercede specifically for its leaders. Now, Nigel Gaisie say, "Oh, me dem imbo be edin, but sorry be okrom ha. Your friend assemblies of God, and if you know what is really going on, assemblies of God, and John Dramani Mahama, he fellowships. So clearly, what two one in a common say, you guys should intercede on the man's behalf. So be kuno, someone will assassinate him because a chrome hano ya bo be mo pastor or munko disabode no. I'm happy with what I keep seeing. Also, I'm not happy with what I keep seeing. He noted, suggesting he has already reached out privately when possible. The prophet also directed the nation's prayer focus toward the seat of government. He called for the intercession of the Jubilee House, specifically mentioned the need to abort and avert any bad news arriving in the from diaspora. In a specific prediction regarding domestic travel, Prophet Nigel Gaisie cautioned the local aviation industry to sit up. So now Nigel Gaisie Air Party said they may try to kill the man, shoot him, or assassinate him, and that's somebody before aviation. Clearly, the people want to make sure another plane crash involving Mahama may come on. Who are these people? Now, Pastor said he's actually reached out to Pinaxtv, our catcher. But then, see his full post below. See, really, I had the full post. I say, I'm trying very, very hard not to say the things I see about the nation of Ghana anymore. But these keep coming more often and consistently. Let us take note and pray about it. Number one, let the Assemblies of God Church in Ghana, let them pray for their leaders. I've done the little I can in my little corner. I'm not happy with what I'm seeing. 2, let us keep praying for the Jubilee House. Let God abort and avert any bad news coming from the diaspora as well. 3, let's pray and be more vigilant at our entry points. 4, let us pray for peace and prosperity for all. 5, there's going to be a sponsored murder of a very big person. Or say there's going to be a sponsored murder. Who is this person? Jubilee House. 6, let the local aviation set up. I saw a local flight bring us pain before the end of June 2020. Somebody said aviation ministry. We send for no. Yes, some Montana because Kwasiebi Abopa say we send me from Amagana ni Yesu. This is exactly what a year Nigel Gaisie Eka. Said clearly no. He's referring to His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Now, Obia on the reservation go back as Nigel Gaisie no. Oka na at the end of the day, yakaso intercede or so when you be here, we be here when your money ska. But then Mahama Nkasa and Nanui or Baya or the Insembe to just say, you know what? Insembe Bresi, helicopter crash no, if you must see Omuhu, see Anuhu prophecy bia, you have a hotline at Jubilee House. So what you have to do is just call. So fresh our hotline na kaso menyame prophecy we na mehu ye. Oka you better try to her and they work on it because Mahama Ayobia, he takes religious matters very seriously. So that is exactly what is really a year going on. I mean, we are all monitoring this particular thing of events, and at the end of the day, you better share see in regards with all of this particular issue because definitely in same Bibri was say a course and I say about this issue a course. Now you better so near a year in some for so it's therefore if you know what is really going on in this world, see a time of war. We read it Ecclesiastes. The Bible clearly tells us that there's time for everything. There's time for peace and there's time for war. And clearly that is exactly what is really going on. Now, me can't say menuka say nanu Iran ni US Israel war el kwasoro. Yet see I say Iran supreme leader ya boni ya the bomb akukuno. Na ena menuka some of we say why did they do that? A conflict na kwaso. Your military and their military should fight. So why do you kill their leader? And Uncle be reacting for Ghana yet see I am pay one sem ne kamya kwesen kofu bi person koka ebe kan. Why? Because Minuka say no chief imam. asem mpe nipa na pa asem chief imam of Ghana minim so no na kasa o na anase bi mu na I don't know why what is really happening, but then the chief imam of Ghana abone the US condemn more actions in killing the supreme leader of Iran. Now, don't take my word for it. Let's put this on the screens. Chief Imam condemns killing of Iran's supreme leader and urges for respect of sovereignty. So this is coming from Joy News. And to even top all of this, they even added a press release. Say, Oba Ghana Krum ha Ghana we don't support the US actions. Kawedi and Chief Imam Kasama. Why? Because bomb anyways, this is the letter. Let's read what is on the screens. Or share the whole screens. No, sir. Or say, message of condolence from the National Chief Imam to the government of the Islamic Republic of Iran following the assassination of the Supreme Leader Ayatollah Khamenei. In the name of Allah, the beneficent, and the merciful. You see, the National Chief Imam, message about in regards to the killing of Iran's supreme leader. In social they will say under the leadership of the eminent chief imam, Sheikh Dr. Usman Nuhu Sharubutu and the Muslim community in Ghana has been thrown into a state of sorrow following the assassination of supreme leader of the Islamic Republic of Iran, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei. His Eminence therefore sends to the governments and people of Iran a message of condolence and as they mourn the fallen icon in the global Islamic fraternity. It is here no part say pani yekuno no or the chief imam any Muslims for nyina omo de dwatro anaso omu su no e kasa papa yi no oyobia na osefata. That is what Chief Imam is saying. Terrorists were you. Chief Imam said, you'll be a sefata. Or your icon. Which kind of icon is this? Icon of sponsored terrorism. This is what each Chief Imam is saying. So, I know your icon more. It is saying, and also they are protesting how the US killed him. Also, the Grand Imam describes Ayatollah Khamenei as a pious man who combines service to his people and worship of Allah, to showcase the symbiosis between religion and governance as compatible tools of social order and national development. It's according to a chief imam, no. Papa ayabu yeku no na US for assassinating no. Or you be otimide aye omuson Islam omusom no. E de hye aban mu nti no ukọ aye Iran wa sabio oba kwa ntimi yuti ento so ntimi ye niam bi because ye the Islam in church no ene dia hye aban ene judicial ni omo constitution mu eno pass eno ene ye ade a eboa a bitimama oman etumpon. Also the supreme leader, okay, was also a symbol of resistance and hope for the oppressed. His Eminence further extols the martyr leader of Iran. Eno pass say neither ni yekuno no a supreme leader no or you be a na ojina homa resistance, which means say nkofo peso mu di so no na wo de wa ya say ompene into wa ashen so dia ojina ho ema ne nkrofo at the end of the day no ye twa oyinipa osombo ti hebiem. The Reverend Imam is equally saddened by the loss of all the lives in the conflict, Jewish or American, Arab or Persian. He appeals to all warring factions to respect the sovereignty of nations, the dignity of humanity, and sanctity of Ramadan. And all the people who saw American, Arab, Persian, and also Ramadan air koso. Intino the air koso crying what's a koso within this time. His Eminence called for an end in all hostilities. Indeed, escalating rhetorics must give way to peace-building pragmatics, he emphasizes. He observes that the conflict is largely geopolitical, but interfaith harmony has a role in search of solution. In the wisdom of His Eminence, contemporary society needs a new global order that articulates the centrality of right over might. This, he contends, will consolidate peace and security for the entire of humanity. And I say chief imam we need a new global order, which means that the Trump or many ane because I was say ocean for or more rights. And I say I don't know how to put it, but then omo fan who die and I was the year to yet to me over and also answer trial say may Allah okay I think so we need to let it go up and also trial so say may Allah okay the merciful yes I say may Allah's perpetual mercy be on the soul of Ayatollah Ali Khamenei and all those and on those of all the people who departed the path of righteousness, concludes His Eminence. So far say ani de ye bon pass Nyankopon enche sa supremely de ya boni to US for boni to kuni you know Nyankopon enche non fa ento ne koko. So now Chief Imam okay and also kasa about this issue me no kasa sa issue or they can pass on tiase say US for ekun supreme leader Assas supreme leader and according to him oyobia ojina like it's basically like the Kwame Nkrumah in Middle East because he's ruled Iran for 37 years and it's always stopped US from achieving their agenda. But name no US for abe kuna just osha yasema odwin ho kra ontia. So now you bet to aso ne akonsem for so because this whole Iran-Israel conflict no mind you Utimu say Ghana for no ye hu edim kakra. If you've been studying and following the reports on this particular platform, realize that this whole Iran-Israel conflict no Ghana for ye hu ekwa kudim. Now, in this particular report you understand why I'm saying say Ghana for and then say ye hu kwa kudim ye hu edim ama ye nkrofo bi mu start prepra ewu. This is how sad the situation is. Tinye sa Israel-Iran conflict no Ghana for Yehu akodimu ama yenkrofo bi mu astati prepra yenkrofo bi mu astati ehu. In this particular next video question you understand why. Therefore you will understand why. Any eka will say we are live. You can bring in your comments or comment section. Now at the end of the day be ready your views be ready na our platform.